Ah, I'm alive. I'm alive. Oof, I got a loud one here. Ah, be nice. You know it's scary waking up. Big lights coming towards me. I think it's reliving its last moments. Looks like it. What is happening? Hello. I do not remember having this many limbs. Join the club, pal. We're reborn in a new image. I see. I'm Kepler. Nice to meet you. And I'm Jacoby. I am undefined. I don't know if that name would stick. Its body is made of a milk carton. Should we just call it milk? No, too basic. Imagine if you called me Goon just because I'm made of a goon box. I wouldn't like that at all. Ashley was yelling about someone called Lovelace the other day. That's a good one, I think. How does a new friend feel about it? Acceptable? Excellent. Nice to meet you, Lovelace. Alright, what was that all about? So you're telling me the machines they're using in that cafe are actually dead people? Okay. From your hazy memories, certain words call out to you. These words may be the key to unlocking the mysteries of what happened in this place. Huh. Alright. So are these all the words that were... Huh. Interesting. How many can I actually remember? Now it gets interesting. Cutlery was one. Detective was one, but what was the last one? Was it criminals? I feel like it might have been... No, disheveled. That was the one. As they flutter through your mind, you focus on a few and try to remember what they meant. Uh-huh. Not quite sure what I'm doing here. Ah, these are the kinds of, you know, that currency I was talking about at the relatively towards the beginning of the first episode. Those are those, I think. Perhaps with time you may be able to cling to more of the fragments that flutter through your mind. What fragments will you choose to carry with you? What is it that you find precious? Okay, we're back to free movement. We probably have to go here to advance the story, but before we do that... The Fisherman won. Maddie was about to leave the counter when an old-looking man pushed the door open. He was hunched over and he walked with a bit of a limp. And even at this distance, she could see the leathery texture of his skin. A test... something. Some memories seem to evade you. You may have to come back to this one later. I need a medi memory. Guest and food. Yeah, I've got the other two, but don't have a medi memory. Anything else around here? This one perhaps? Lamington recipe. A form of cake, I suppose? Authentic Australian lamingtons. Ingredients. I need occult memories for that. And memories of Australia. Also something I wanted to mention in the last episode, sort of didn't or forgot about it, was the soundtrack in this game is fantastic, which is no surprise considering it's composed by Kevin Penkin, but I still felt like I should point that out again. Anything around this sort of island in the middle here? No, other than this massive tree, which looks like it's about to burst through the ceiling in a couple of years. What is that? Thinking about alchemy the wrong way. The board. Highlighted passages from Thinking About Alchemy the Wrong Way by Sophie Cordova. Yep, still missing a call on whatever that is. Anything in the kitchen? Why is it suddenly turned purple? What is that? It's glass? Probably. Crucible product reviews. Spirit-resistant quartz crucibles with self-sealing lids. Product description. I have nothing for that. So what do I have? Judgment 1. Chase collection. Nothing for that either. Chase sat in the corner of the cafe with a book in his lap. His eyes danced over the page for several moments, the words on the page illuminated by the candle that sat perched on the armrest of his chair. Then, after severe... and it stops. You there, Ashley's Journal 1. Battle Royale Robots Power Rankings. Alright. Is that just a brick? Was that a picture? A painting? Caution, cleaning in progress. Oh, that's just the bookshelf from the other side. Alright. I suppose the game does really want us to go in there. Can't we go outside? Doesn't look like it. What is that outside? Is that just trash? Rubble? Something like that. Let's go to this tablet then. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to click. Man, I'd love to see that. I could use a pick-me-up. I can't promise I'll be there. It's kind of inconsistent. Still though, wait, who are these voices? Is that Kishan? This looks a bit like Kishan. Still though. Ahoy, it's only there sometimes. How'd you get to the kitchen otherwise? Or is that random person? Guest. There's another slightly longer one that we use instead. It's much less exciting, but on the upside it's consistently there. I love telling new people about it though. Your reaction's always hilarious. You definitely didn't expect to be getting enthusiastic today over a weird quantum hallway. Or enthusiastic at all, actually, because as soon as I stopped to think about it, I realized I'm actually extremely messed up about this. What are you doing there, Maddie? Reading stuff about the occult? I understand. Your life has gotten very weird very fast, conceptually speaking. Or, your unlife? I should be better about talking this by now, shouldn't I? Jeez. That's not a fun one to think about, huh? Just keep talking about the hallway so I can keep my mind off this. To be honest, I'm not sure I could even properly explain a lot of what goes on in here. The building's mildly sentient. Too much magic in the soil for it not to be, really. So, the cafe's alive? Not necessarily. Plenty of things have come to life here, but as far as we can tell, the building itself doesn't really fall into that category. Also, it mostly tends to shift itself in ways that are helpful instead of frustrating, so... Quantum hallways. I'm making myself a cuppa. You want something? Australian vernacular for cup of tea. An important cultural institution, especially when drunk in the afternoon. No, I'm good for now. Also, what's the barista's name? I didn't actually catch it, I feel like a jerk. Ah, Medi? She's the owner now, not just a barista. Still makes coffee, of course, but since she's the owner now, she has a lot more to juggle. Why are you asking? Got your eye on her, huh? No, I have a boyfriend. Had? Oh geez, this is a lot. I can't imagine how he's feeling. Try not to think about it. Okay. Yep. Okay. You want that drink now? I think I want something a little more potent than coffee right now. Sorry. Don't enable him, Kishan. Shush. I can get you something stronger, mate. Would you like bourbon? A neat bourbon will always be the perfect mix of classy yet unpretentious. Or is that too weak? I thought this was a cafe. Well, it is, mostly. We do serve alcohol though. And stronger things on request. Stronger? Like what? Ergoso? Absinthe? Pure ethanol? You think a place like this wouldn't have anything stronger than that? Stronger than pure ethanol? Sure. Remind me later and I might pull out some of my special reserve. Don't enable him, Kishan. Hey, someone's got to drink it. I know you're not going to touch the stuff aside from setting it on fire. I have perfectly good reasons for wanting to set a puddle of distilled soul on fire. We'll agree to disagree on that one. So, Kishan, what'll it be? Actually, I changed my mind on the coffee. Can I order something complex? Gotta treat myself on my last day on Earth. I'm after a sugar rush. If we have the ingredients, it shouldn't be an issue. Manny can whip it up for you. Cool. In that case, can I have a large quadruple shot, double vanilla caramel, no foam, super hot, reverse, coconut milk macchiato. What? Large quadruple, double vanilla, no foam, super hot, reverse coconut milk macchiato. Oh my god. With 2 sugars and whipped cream on top. Maddie? Yes, dearest? Can you, I don't quite know how... Is this real? Oh, is it too much? I was gonna ask for a splash of bourbon in it, but that seemed a little extra. Well, yes. It is too much. It is a bad order, and I hate it. How bad? Worst one you've ever seen? No, I just hate it. Dang. Every single word of that increased my urge to set the espresso machine on fire so I wouldn't have to think about making coffee ever again. Relatable. Maddie has all the classic symptoms of being a pyromaniac, but she's definitely not a pyromaniac. No, definitely not. Except the bourbon bit. I put that in my coffee too. So, with all that in mind, I have a counter offer. Yeah? I'll make you another double shot long back, and I'll put bourbon in it. But I won't call you a hipster this time. If you decline my offer, I will strip your soul from your body and use it to scrub the counters at closing time. They'll smell delicious afterwards, if that's any consolation. Yikes. That does sound like a competitive counteroffer. Not the soul thing. I'll take the coffee. My generosity knows no bounds. Normie. So, in conclusion, that order sucked because it's inordinately complex to make, has a heart attack worth of sugar in it, and is something that only impatient jerks ask for. Is it possible to die twice? Yep.
You can die twice if you're brought back from the dead.
Or if you manage to really annoy someone between here and the next place. Which is more likely because resurrection is illegal. Resurrection is reserved for emergencies, and the Council has very particular definitions about what constitutes an emergency. Many centuries pass without a single qualified emergency.
But if you're asking whether you can get a heart attack or whatever, the answer is no. Life and death have a slightly different meaning here. Can't die from natural causes.
It's a bit complex and weird, and we're still in the process of figuring out how it all works. I'm over 200 years old and I still haven't made proper sense of it yet. Just got some vague ideas. Right. So, what's keeping me from just staying here? Like, I'm already dead. Why do I have to go to the next place?
You've got a certain number of hours you're allowed to remain on the edge of the mortal realm. Hours are fungible.
Fungible?
They can be bought, sold, and exchanged, generally speaking. But the Council of Death always collects on debts owed to them, and you'll start running up a debt if you stay here too long.
Your soul starts to get itchy too. Is there any feeling less pleasant than an itch you can't scratch? Probably, but it's still up there. It's not something you want to experience. We've had a few stay past their allotted time, and they've gotten very uncomfortable very fast. It starts with general irritability, and then worse things begin to happen. It's a weird thing to wrap your head around. How long do I have before I need to make myself scarce?
You get 24 hours. Any longer and we start to pick up the tab since you're on our premises.
The terminal is a place where bird time has a very literal meaning.
And as charming as you are, you've already racked up too much time debt for letting people stick around past their expiry date.
And cash-wise, we're extremely poor.
We've been a bit too lenient in the past, letting people stay just a little longer instead of gently shooing them onto the next plane of existence, etc. You know the drill. But hey, since hours are fungible, you can always acquire them some other way. There's something happening tonight, actually, that you might be interested in.
Seriously? You're still doing that?
Shush.
You know the Council doesn't look on that stuff favourably. Ned said so himself.
It draws custom and helps us shave down the debt. I'll take whatever I can get. And hey, fuck Ned.
We have a 13-year-old right here, you know?
Oh. She's heard enough coarse language for a lifetime. I'm not too worried about her.
She's right, though. Oh, that was Ashley.
She's right, though.
What?
Every time Ned comes around, he makes you guys really stressed out.
Ashley's at that age where she's learned to recognize when other people are stressed, but not experienced enough to fully understand what it feels like.
Maybe not you so much, but Maddie gets nervous and it brings down the mood, man. So fuck Ned.
I think you've had too much coffee today, young lady.
I'm crashing so hard right now, you have no idea. It's like I was crashing earlier, but that was just a pre-crash and I'm having a double crash or something.
All I ask is that you try and keep the swearing to a minimum when customers are around.
Okay. Does Kishan count?
It's fine. A couple of my housemates are tradies, so you learn to ignore it pretty quick.
A great way to save money on rent and never get lonely, if you're not attached to the idea of personal space.
Are tradies? We're tradies? Ugh. They're still tradies unless they changed career in the last couple of days. But they're not my roommates anymore. Because... Hey mates, have I mentioned how much being dead sucks? Because it sucks and I feel extremely bad about it. I'm having a pretty bad time right now in general, to be honest.
Yep. Even just adapting a language is a pain, isn't it? Want a proper drink now? Without coffee in it? Is that Ashley or is that Maddie? I can't tell.
It might have been Maddie. Yeah, that'd be good. The TV didn't say anything about there being a storm tonight. Oops, I missed that one. I can go back though. You never know when a Melbourne storm is going to catch you off guard and steal your rugby ball. Yeah? Huh. It looks like a decent sized one's rolling in. Melbourne weather strikes again. I'll go upstairs and close the windows. Cheers. Come on, Ashley. Let's clean up your workbench while we're up there, yeah? Do you need a bribe? Yes. I have some chocolate hidden away. Acceptable. Wait. Dead people can still get drunk, yeah? Why else do you think we serve alcohol? To make money. Well, yeah. Hang on. Do you even have my wallet? Doubt it. I don't, yeah. How does that work? Why do I have my clothes but not the contents of my pockets? A good place for things that don't have a place. Chewing gum, spare change, nervous hands. I don't know, dude. Everyone's experience is different. Theft doesn't follow many rules. Only universal rule I can think of is that you can't stay. People don't generally come in without their clothes, fortunately. Don't generally? So you've had the experience before. So, about this drink. I guess you're gonna give me straight vodka or something? Why's that? You don't like making complex drinks. Dude, no. I don't like making ridiculous caffeine-laced milkshakes for overcompensating soccer dads. I'm happy to mix a cocktail within reason. Oh, okay. What have you got then? Jay's got everything you can think of. And then some. Could go for a mint julep. Hey, what's that outside? What is that? Outside? Some guy out in the rain? Oh shit. Is that Ned? Maddie? Maddie, what's up? Let's get started on that drink. Morning. Hi. Hello, recently departed. Hey, that hat you're wearing makes you look like Ned Kelly. Could have sworn you were standing outside literally a second ago. So how'd you die? It's difficult to tell who's saying what. Good morning to you too, Ned. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Madeline. Piss off, Ned. That's not even my full name. Isn't it, Maddie? Jay said it was, and he never lies. He never said that. Well, no. But it was worth a try. A try at what? Catching me off balance? Some shit along those lines? Mate, I'm so off balance right now that a light breeze would knock me head over arse. Don't push me. Hey, this mint julep is great. Just wanted to contribute that to the conversation. So, you catch the game last night? The Australian Football League provides everyone with a chance to root for their favourite local team, except Tasmanians. Yes. I know that Carlton beat Collingwood again. I don't care. Oof. Just making polite conversation. You should try it sometime. Maybe. Not for you, though. You've never come in during daylight hours before. What do you want? Nothing much. I'd like to talk to Che at some point, but it can wait. Seeing as he's missing. Planning on sending out a search party? Might do. It'd be a shame to lose an old friend by letting him wander onto some train tracks or something.
Yeah, well, shut up. He's upstairs last I saw.
What was the last you saw, Mary? Tell me.
Why are you like this?
What was it?
Last saw him walking upstairs.
So he could be anywhere then. Probably fled the country to dodge the massive time debt you lot are racking up.
Some obligations have a way of following you, no matter where you run to. You can't go far. I've got him on a pretty tight leash. And in regards to the debt...
It's not your problem.
You must not have heard.
Not your problem.
Jay! Your dickhead friend Ned is here.
Oi. I'm a distinguished gent, not a dickhead. We'll be down in a sec.
Yeah, sure, but you also work for the Council of Death. So even if you are a distinguished gent, it cancels out.
Is the Council of Death like a normal city council? Except for wherever dead people live?
Yeah, but the only trash that needs to be collected is right in front of me.
This guy? Me?
No. You. You're the trash, Ned. The trash is you. It's you, Ned, the trash man from hell. Because councils pick up trash. That's the joke.
Oh, cool.
He's even got a head shaped like a rubbish bin. It's totally fitting.
I'm not from hell.
I don't care. And to be clear, Ned, in case we weren't already, you are the trash.
Yeah, I get it. You know how long Jay's going to be?
Dunno. He was busy upstairs with Ashley.
Yeah, I had to hide like 5 steak knives from her. I didn't even know he had 5 steak knives. Bit quiet there, mate. How long have you been sitting there?
Does it matter?
Well, your employee's being very rude to me. So if you'd heard any of that...
I keep trying to tell him.
Ah. My employee, yes. We have some catching up to do. I don't follow. Did she quit?
Maddie's not one to back away from a challenge, but if she did, she wouldn't be the first.
Did you fire her for gross incompetence?
Far from it. There's been a bit of a shake-up in the cafe's management structure since you last visited.
Oh no. Don't tell me you gave her the whole thing.
Okay, I won't tell you then. I tried to tell you before, man.
Hey, does anyone like mint juleps? Because this is great and I'm nearly done, but also my tongue is numb and I'm wondering what the deal is with that.
Was there something you wanted to discuss?
I need a drink before we go through all that.
Sure. The usual.
Yes, please. How come he gets a curly straw? So, Jay, spin me a tale of how and why you handed down the cafe to this person.
Well, every man's got his price.
Can my price be a curly straw too?
Buddy, I'll give you 2 if it means you'll stop complaining about numb lips.
Yeah, what did you make this with?
I couldn't find half the ingredients, so I put in a bunch of ergoto and chili seeds. It's got some of the stuff though, so it's a mint julep inspired if nothing else.
Does this have any mint or julep in it? At all?
It definitely may be lacking mint, but I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of the mythical julep.
To some people, this place seems otherworldly. For us, This is just the world I live in.
You asked for Urgato earlier though, so there you go. Mission complete.
Maddie, I'm getting very drunk very fast.
Urgato does that to you. Here, I think you should have a little lie down. I'll get you some water.
I'm as strong as an ox. I don't need to lie down.
Kishan, my dude, you absolutely need to get horizontal as soon as possible. You can sober up in one of the booths up the back. It's nice and quiet over there.
Huh. I'll fight you.
No, you won't. Up you get, mate.
Bloody hell. It would have been helpful if you told me about this before.
Probably.
I'm not worried about it. Maddie knew what she was getting into with this whole cafe situation. And it's natural that it might take a while for her to get the hang of running a business. Bloody hell. Bit of a dog's dinner though, isn't it? Sometimes you have a kitchen mishap that results in a food only fit for a dog's dinner. Some dogs resent the implication that they're deserving of lesser food, but most of them eagerly lap it up. Oh, for sure. But it'll get better. Like I said, not worried about it. Well, you might want to hold your judgment on that for a moment. I am unfortunately here on official business. Oh. I shouldn't have given you the straw then. No, you shouldn't have. I look quite silly. Want me to get rid of it? It's just Maddie. She won't use it to derail a conversation or make me look like a fool or anything like that.
Straw? No, I'll get you one after you have a nap. You can sip the water like a normal person.
I'll put it with the dirty dishes then. That's a nice straw. The sacrifices I make for this job. Hey, you met me for it, so it can't have been all bad. That was bloody 100 years ago. Man, really? Longer. Time flies when you're immortal, huh? Quasi-immortal. This old rust bucket's still got an expiry date somewhere down the line. Time comes for us all.
What's this about immortality?
Hey, you should buy more plants.
Shut up! Sorry, continue. Immortality?
Nothing that I trust you with, that's for sure.
Aw, don't you want to see crotchety old me being rude to youngsters in 100 years?
Truly, I do not. The far future doesn't need amateur necromancers. Amateur can describe someone who's not good enough to turn pro, but it could also mean someone who passionately engages in something just for the pure love of it.
Your loss. So, you two heading upstairs?
Actually, Ned does in fact have something fairly important to discuss with you.
Oh?
It's about the debt you owe to the council.
Yeah, I know. What about it?
Maddie, it's time. You owe us over 600 hours. Che signed a contract. The hours or the cafe. You own the cafe, so you own the debt. And tonight, I've come to collect.
I gave it all away, and now has come the day. There's nothing left to give. I waited here so long, I listened for your song, and fell right through what you said. There's nothing left to give. Nothing left to give. There's nothing left to give. Nothing left to give.
Well, I was sick. That was kind of intense. Do they do that often? The song and dancing? Yeah, what do they think they are? Some sort of anime street gang? What sort of self-obsessed jerk has their own theme song? Don't be a downer, Paul. No, I was talking about the dramatic encounter. Oh, between Maddie and Led? Yes. Yeah, they've got chemistry. Not the romantic kind, the explosive kind. Can't leave them in the same room together or they'll kill each other. Bad history. Maddie's just a serially troublesome person from Ned's perspective. Doesn't help that she can't stop herself from pulling pranks on him. No, I suppose not. I mean, he doesn't make it easy either. I don't think he's used to having his authority questioned. She really gets under his skin. Wasn't he a famous criminal? And therein lies the irony of the situation. What a strange world we live in. Oh yeah, more words. Urge. Itchy. Stressed. Housemates. Amateur. Dog's dinner. What was the last one? Quit. There we go. A lot of Maddies here. Some guests. Anything about Australia? Food. Guests. Melbourne. Ah, yeah, I didn't see the starter before. Yeah, that is where Melbourne is.